Imagine holding a key that unlocks nearly 200 doors worldwide. With a German or Japanese passport, this is your reality. The world feels open, accessible, and full of possibilities. A simple plane ticket is all you need. Now imagine holding an Iranian passport in 2025. Every trip becomes a complex, uncertain project. The world feels like a fortress, your passport a mark of suspicion, not trust. Iranian passport holders have visa-free access to only about 40 countries, mostly outside the centers of global commerce and education. In contrast, top-tier passports open over 180 countries, highlighting a stark global inequality. For Iranians, travel is not a joyful pursuit, but a bureaucratic battle, defined by barriers they did not choose. Your nationality dictates your freedom of movement, turning dreams of exploration into struggles against a system designed to keep you out. This is the reality for millions, where a passport is not a gateway but a wall. The Iranian passport's weakness is rooted in decades of political isolation and sanctions. Hostile relations with Western powers force many countries to align their visa policies, making entry for Iranians difficult. Sanctions cripple Iran's economy and cut off access to global banking, so travelers must carry cash, raising suspicion at borders. Lack of diplomatic ties means Iranians must apply for visas in third countries, adding time, cost, and uncertainty. The vetting process is strict and slow, with no guarantee of success. The 2025 US travel ban has closed doors further, suspending entry for most Iranians and labeling an entire population as a security risk. Even narrow exemptions do little to ease the burden. These policies punish ordinary people for their government's actions, cementing the Iranian passport as a symbol of exclusion. For Iranians, the world's doors are not just closed, they're locked tight. For Iranians, international travel is a gauntlet of obstacles. Few direct flights mean expensive multi-leg journeys with risky layovers. The visa process is grueling. High fees, endless paperwork, and months of anxious waiting, often ending in rejection. Even with a visa, Iranian travelers face extra scrutiny and humiliating interrogations at airports. These barriers limit education, business, and family reunification. Students miss out on top universities, professionals lose opportunities, and families remain separated. The world becomes a landscape of closed doors, where birthplace dictates opportunity. For many, the dream of travel is replaced by a daily struggle against suspicion and exclusion. Amid closed borders, a handful of countries like Turkey, Armenia, and Serbia offer Iranians rare visa-free entry. These destinations are lifelines for holidays, business, and family reunions, and serve as gateways for visa interviews elsewhere. But for most of the world, Iranians face steep barriers. Those with means pursue second passports through ancestry, marriage, or investment, seeking the freedom denied by birth. Dual citizenship is not about abandoning identity, but about reclaiming mobility and opportunity. A stronger passport can transform lives, but remains out of reach for most. For the majority, the Iranian passport remains a daily reminder of global inequality. The quest for mobility is a privilege, not a right for millions. The struggle of Iranian passport holders is a human rights issue, not just a geopolitical story. Freedom of movement is fundamental, yet millions are denied it because of their nationality. These restrictions inflict deep psychological and practical harm, limiting dreams and dividing families. Security policies that punish entire populations betray ideals of fairness and equality. True security comes from understanding, not exclusion. The power of a passport should not determine a person's future. We must advocate for a world where travel is a right, not a privilege for the few. Imagine a future where freedom of movement belongs to everyone, regardless of birthplace.